Well, 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 Jose, your boys tried everything they could, but you still couldn't beat us. You still couldn't beat us. 3-1 it finished. Manchester United consolidate our place in second in the table, 7 points clear of Leicester now, and a massive boost for top four going into the final 7 games of the season. Absolutely elated, ladies and gentlemen, with that performance, with the win, and the manner we went about it in that second half. Second half domination. Spurs, yeah, they had a few chances, but we dominated that second half, especially that last half an hour. We were all over Spurs. One of the best second half performances I've seen, probably since the Southampton game, where we had to score 3 goals and a half to win. And to go to White Hart Lane, to do that, to put on that display, especially after the bullshit that happened in the first half, I'm so proud of those boys, so proud of what they did today. But yeah, honestly, so happy. It's such a great win because it was unexpected as well. I think that's the biggest thing for me, is that this win was unexpected. I honestly thought going into the game, I know a lot of you guys thought that we were going to draw this game. I didn't think this was the one that, we were going to win. I thought, this was the one where it's going to be a struggle, where it's going to be boring. But it was anything but boring. But let me get that first and foremost. Anything but boring in this game. We'll go through the events as we do the stream. I won't be live for a whole lot of time tonight, but if you do want to leave your thoughts in the live chat, please do feel free to do so. Always good to get you guys involved. And also, if you want to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, if you're watching the video, please do. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. But Adam and Jamie have joined us. Thanks for joining, Jamie. Appreciate it. Adam says, we won against scripting. How did that first goal get disallowed? Well, we'll get into that in just a second. Jamie says, boom, sit down, Mourinho. I love that. Exactly. They tried everything. Mourinho's boys tried everything. But he still couldn't be us. Still couldn't be a PE teacher, eh? Still couldn't be a PE teacher. Jesus. Jamie says, second half performance was brilliant. One of the best this season. First half we was shite. The goal being overturned made us a different animal. Exactly, and that's how we have to be. That's what I was hoping for at half time. I was hoping, you know what? We can really get at Spurs now. We can channel the anger that we feel. Because everyone associated with Man United, not just the players, but the fans, were so angry at the injustice of it, that we had to channel that. We had to channel it into the way we play football. We came out second half and we did just that. We were clinical when we needed to be and we got the job done. Simple as that. But we'll get on to the incidents now. And the first incident I want to talk about is the goal we rightfully scored. It was a fantastic goal for Edinson Cavani. I was so happy for him. He got a goal. To be fair, I'm going to say this, and you can go back to the preview as well. I actually said that Edinson Cavani's head wasn't in the right space. I actually was criticising Edinson Cavani. He shut me up today, I tell you. He could have had a hat-trick. Probably should have had a hat-trick. I know, the one that Fred scored, he kind of had his shot saved. He should have had a goal in the first half, and obviously he scored his goal in the second half. So he could have got a hat-trick today, and I was talking shit about him a little bit in the preview, so I have to hold my hands up and say fair play. He answered me in a great way today. But yeah, Cavani, his movement was fantastic all throughout the game. Massive positive from the game was how Cavani responded after a few poor performances, really. But that first goal, right? McTominay hands off, Heung-min Son. He goes down like a sack of spuds. He then plays it off to Bruno Fernandes. She shovels it into Pogba. Pogba plays a lovely slide rule pass into Cavani. Cavani's shot too good for Lloris, straight through him. And it was such a well-worked goal. Such a vintage Manchester United goal. In fact, if that goal was scored by prime Barcelona, no one would bat an eyelid. People would just say, yeah, that's a normal goal for them. It was so well worked. The incision, every single pass was just perfect, and the finish was crisp. It was such a good goal. And to overturn it for that, is an absolute disgrace. It is a disgrace that was overturned. Now, I understand what some people say is that McTominay did make contact with his face, because he did. I'm not denying that he didn't. But to overturn a goal for that, where we're talking about clear and obvious errors here, is there any way you can say that is a clear and obvious error? Anyone, please do. Anyone's got that view, please do let me know. Please tell me if I'm wrong. But the idea that is a clear and obvious error is almost embarrassing to me. It's embarrassing. I mean, Son knew exactly what he was doing. He went down, you know, in installments, rolling around, making all the noise. You know, he did all the kind of medical stuff as well afterwards, just to make sure that everyone knew it was a foul. And he got his way in the end. The referee crumbled. He saw it on the screen. I mean, I'm happy he didn't give a second yellow, because that would have been insult to injury, sending someone off as well. But, you know, that to me was a shocking decision, honestly. And I think Spurs, you know, suffered for that in the end, because even though they scored their goal after that, it riled up our players. I'm telling you right now. They went in that dressing room, they're probably slamming their fists on the wall, and they were so pissed off. But ultimately it motivated us, and that is what it had to do. It had to motivate us. If we let it get the better of us, and kind of, you know, we start getting really aggressive and we end up maybe with a red card in the second half, we probably lose that game and we come away frustrated. But we used it and we channeled it, and we channeled our angry energy. That's a shocking way of phrasing it. We channeled our anger in the right way, and I'm so happy that we did that. Rich has joined us, of course. Owen has joined us, and Daz has joined us. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Owen says he got the prediction right on Daz's stream, which he's happy with. Daz says, get in there. Get in there. I love this. I love it. It's a massive win, lads. It's a massive win. He also says, I was so close to swearing my head off on stream. I was furious. Yeah, obviously Rich saying anyone else close, swearing a lot when the first goal was ruled out. I'll tell you what, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, you are taking the hit and miss. You are taking the hit and miss. How on earth you can see... I mean, for me, the fact is, the worrying fact about that is that Kavanagh went over to the screen. So that means that was his own decision. That was his own opinion. No one told him in his ear, give this decision. He went over to the screen, gave it himself. That worries me about the standard of refereeing. It really does. That makes me worry. I'm sorry, it does. Tenzin, thanks for joining, Tenzin. Good to see you, buddy. He says, I used to respect Son, but not anymore. I mean, yeah, it's not a good look for Son. And you know what? I can understand in some ways why he went down, because in the end of the day, if you don't go down, you don't get fouls. That's simply how it is. If you don't go down in this day and age, you will not get the foul. So Son's just trying to get the foul, and you know what? People say he's a cheat, people say he died, whatever. To be fair to him, he knows how to play the system. And in some ways, you have to say it's the system that's wrong, and it's not Son that's wrong, he's just playing the system. So we need to change the system. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, seriously, Son there, he went down like a sack of shit. I'm sorry he did. Jamie said Ollie wouldn't feed his son if it was him. Yeah, I saw that comment. I saw Mourinho also came back in pretty strong as well. But that is classic Mourinho. Tenzin says South Korea's military must be really shy if they allow weak diving cunts like Son in. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, they wouldn't have liked to seen that in the military. I mean... Listen, I understand why he does it, but it does look pretty embarrassing on the replay, I'm not going to lie. It looks very, very embarrassing. But hey, listen, as I tweeted out, Man United get all the decisions. You know, we shouldn't be complaining because we've got all the decisions this season. You know, we can't complain. You know, we're Manchester United, lads. Trust me. We always get the decisions, we never get anything against us, and the reason we're in second place is because VAR is on our side, ladies and gentlemen. And today proves it. Of course, today proves it. As you can tell, I'm not salty at all. But anyway, we won the game. Listen, that's the best way to respond to things like that. The best way to respond to injustices is to channel the energy and win the game. Because if you win the game and you come home with 3 points, it doesn't matter. We can talk about that decision all day long. But in the end of the day, we're in the top 4 right now. And it looks like we're going to be in the top 4 till the end of the season. So I can't say the same thing for Spurs. And, you know, Mourinho can rah all he wants, but I can't say the same thing for him. He's going to be fighting for that top 4 to the last day. We look like we're going to have it secured. So, you know, all I'm saying. Trans MEFC, hope you're doing well. He's saying smoking that Jose pack. We did smoke them today. In that second half, we absolutely smoked them. Absolutely smoked them in that second half. One of the best second half performances I've seen from Manchester United this season. And we've had a few good second half performances, trust me. But that was probably the best one. The way we were clinical, the way we managed the game. Superb. Absolutely superb. And you know what? I keep thinking there's something different about this team. And sometimes when I start to think that, we end up losing a few games. But you know what? I think there's something different about this team that we haven't seen in recent seasons. I really do. I really think there's something about this team that is likeable, and something about this team that gives me real hope for the future if we can keep it together. Welcome Mo, thanks for joining Mo, appreciate it. He says, Jose, we didn't deserve to lose. Please can I get what that man's smoking? Mate, I mean, we've had Jose Mourinho at Manchester United. We're so used to that. We all knew what comments were coming after the show. We all knew what comments were coming after the game. We all knew it. We all knew Jose was going to make up some bullshit saying that, you know, the Son goal or the goal we had was deservedly disallowed. He'd find a way to have a go at the referee, even though the referee was as good as wearing a Ginola shirt under there. I mean, mental, absolutely mental. But we know what Mourinho does. We know what he brings. So I wasn't surprised by the comments. I really wasn't. Jamie says, Pogba was immensely good. Second half he ran the show. Aurier will be having nightmares tonight. Once again, Aurier having a poor performance against Manchester United. He did it last season at Old Trafford. But we were superb, to be fair. We were absolutely superb. And I want to ask you guys, who was your man of the match tonight? Let me know your thoughts on man of the match. I always like to, hear what you guys think about man of the match. For me, I think man of the match has to go to either Pogba. I thought Pogba was brilliant. I thought Cavani was brilliant as well. And I think Maguire as well, defensively, we were pretty solid. Apart from the goal we conceded, I thought Lindelof had to do better with that. But other than that, I thought Maguire was absolutely fantastic at the back today. And he's been fantastic in the last few games. So for me, my three candidates would be Maguire, would be Pogba, and would be Cavani. So let me know your thoughts. Those are my three candidates anyway, but let me know what you guys are saying. Tenzin says Cavani or Greenwood man of the match. Yeah, Greenwood's a shout. I mean, people aren't talking about this enough. Mason Greenwood came on in the 70th minute? Got a goal and assist by the end of the game. Magic, absolute magic from Mason Greenwood. And people say this guy has had a poor season. Yeah, obviously, by the comparison of last season, he had a poor season. But don't tell me this guy's not a good player. And hopefully sent a message to Gareth Southgate today with that performance. Dazza says he gave Pogba man of the match, played well today. Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree to you. I thought Pogba was brilliant, especially in that second half. You know, his ball retention, his control. I think the one thing with Pogba is I would like him to release the ball a bit earlier. But you know what? I thought Pogba was brilliant today overall. I thought he was brilliant. The skills that were on show. Again, in a big game, he delivers. And this is why, when people say that we could afford to get rid of him, I think, he will be a big miss if we get rid of him. We will miss him. Yes, we could potentially replace him. But I can't think of many players in world football that would have that sort of impact and play the way he did. I really don't. So, for me, I'm not saying that, he's going to be, we should keep him for a long time. But what I'm saying is that we will see a difference when Paul Pogba's not playing, especially in the form he's in right now. Thanks for joining, Box. Appreciate it. He says Cavani is better than all other forwards. His IQ is elite. I mean, we've said this, mate. Listen, we've said this. Edinson Cavani's movement is top class, and this is why we brought him in. This is why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer brought him to the club. And I couldn't see it at the time. You know what? I'll hold my hands up. I couldn't see it at the time. I thought it was a shocking signing from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when we brought in Edinson Cavani on a free. He was free for 3 months. We brought him in on a free last day of the transfer window. I thought, yep, absolute nailed-on panic buy. But you know what? He's scored some big goals this season. He really has. Red Dot Studio, thanks for joining. G, hope you're doing well. Pogba was world-class. He was. Obviously, yeah, Pogba was unbelievable today. Unbelievable. And, I mean, I'm not sure who I'd give man of the match. I said my three candidates, but as I said, you guys let me know. But I just can't pick one. I think Pogba seems to be the favourite in the comments, I have to say. But I just can't pick one right now. Ethan's joined us as well. Ethan, how are you doing? Listen, you know what? Fine. You know what? I'm a man of the comments. I'm a man of the people. So there you go. You know what? It's not that bad. It's just really flat. But the problem is that the reason I wear the hat is because it goes all over the place. But it's not too bad. But you know what? I'm sticking the hat back on. But I've given you your moment. Mate. I mean, I'm not. Any other day, I haven't had a trim in ages. And I will be getting one very, very soon. Obviously, tomorrow the barber's open back up. So, listen, it's coming. But as of right now, it's not looking too good. But hey, He's locked down. What can you do? What can you do? Mo says Cavani's movement is absolutely elite. Great to have him in the team so Mason can learn off him. Exactly. And you know what? Mason Greenwood's cross was unbelievable as well. First time cross. Caught the defenders off guard. Unreal. Unreal. So fair play to Greenwood. Dazza says, I liked Rashford to actually release the ball. What a chance we had when he was through one-on-one and he took forever to do anything. Again, we've seen Marcus Rashford, and that's one thing that I do agree with, is his decision-making can be poor at times, and especially this season. His decision-making's been way off what we've seen last season especially. I don't know why that is, because we've seen him actually put up some decent numbers this season. I think he scored 20 goals in all competitions so far. But at the same time, in games, he sometimes ghosts and doesn't really do much. But he's actually ended up with some pretty decent numbers so far, so you can't complain too much. Tenzin says Cavani made Kane look like a schoolboy. Yeah, Kane didn't do much in the game, to be honest with you. Box says Cavani in the 96th minute, chasing down every Spurs defender, barking orders at Mason to move up. He's got the elite mentality, fellas. He's got the elite mentality. Trust me. Trust me. And that's why it's good to have him in these big games, and he took his chances. Jamie says Cavani movement is the best in football, still even. Brilliant to watch. Can't see him staying, unfortunately. Yeah, listen, in the preview, I was saying he was done. I was saying his head's not in the right place. I don't think he really wants to be at the club. I think he wants to go to Boca Juniors. But, you know what? Today he proved me wrong. He proved me wrong. And, you have to say fair play to the lad. I'm happy he proved me wrong. Listen, I'm not going to get salty. I'm not going to have any agendas. If I get proved wrong, I get proved wrong. And that's it. And he proved me wrong in the best way possible. Rasmus, how you doing, mate? Thanks for joining. Great to see you as well, mate. Great to see you as well. Cheers for tuning in to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I'm sure as a United fan, you are having a good day. Don't worry about that. Beard is back, says Rich. Kind of, mate. It's not exactly the best beard you ever see on YouTube. It's a bit patchy. It is a little bit patchy, and to be honest with you, it's hiding a bit of a double chin. But you know what? You have to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Miregua, thanks for joining, mate. Really do appreciate. No. I think we're back. Right, we're back. Right, I do apologise. We're back. Hopefully everything's alright. We should be back now. Hopefully you can all hear. We're back. Hopefully we're back. Right, it says we're back anyway. Yeah, I apologise for that. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened there. But anyway, hopefully we're back. Hopefully everything's going well. But yeah, what a win that was. Mo says, so glad we didn't sign Reguilon. He looked like he was on an ice rink trying to deal with Bruno and Mason. Yeah, he wasn't brilliant today. And apparently Ben Davies was actually out injured. So I think that impacted Jose. I don't think he wanted to, I don't think he wanted to play Reguilon. I think he would have wanted to play Ben Davies. He's a more, defensive player, if you know what I mean, even though they're both defenders. I think Ben Davies is the guy who can't really go forward, but he's a lot more solid at the back. And obviously Reguilon's someone who's it's just better at going forward and getting the ball into the box, but realistically, he's not great at defending. So I think in this sort of game, Mourinho would have gone for Ben Davies, but in the end of the day, he was injured, and you can't do much about that, I'm afraid. Ethan says, get me on the live. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll have some guests. I'll see what you guys are saying. Why not? As I said, I won't be live for a huge amount of time today. These might be working, actually, we'll see. But I won't be live for that much longer, because I do have some other stuff. But listen, listen, amazing win. So I want to get your thoughts. So yeah, I'll get you on for a little bit, see what you guys are saying. So if you do want to join the live, it'll be in the live chat right now. Jamie's saying Kane still in Maguire's back pocket. Listen, as I said, Maguire was brilliant today. And listen, I know a lot of people talk about Harry Maguire as a bit of a meme, saying he's a fridge and all that. But actually, unpopular opinion, I think he's been one of the best centre-backs this season in the Premier League. I mean, I don't know what you guys say, but I seriously think he's been one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. So, you know, that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that, you know, people sleep on Harry Maguire a little bit. People give him a lot of stick. And I actually think it's because he's become a little bit of a meme or whatever. And, you know, that's the sort of culture on football Twitter and all that. You know, it's the thing that you always see where, you know, these guys on football Twitter kind of he has one bad performance, he becomes a meme, and all of a sudden he looks like he's never played a game of football in his life, and everyone's on him. But he was actually decent. You know, he was actually decent. And this season, if you look at his stats, he's looking very, very good indeed. Boxers, Kieran looks like he's come back from the pub after scrapping with the Spurs fans. Listen, first of all, I'm not a fire. Trust me. If you know me, I'm not a fire. But in the end of the day, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I'll take it. But cheers, Box, for that one. And Rich says, Harry gets in most teams. To be fair, I can't argue with that on his recent performances. I can't. I really, really can't. But we'll add you guys to the live chat, see what you guys are all saying. All right. Hold on. Right, is everything... Yeah, I think everything's gone all right. But anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream, and we've got some guests on. I think there's another guest in there, but I can't add him, unfortunately. It's not letting me add him. So once it lets me add him, I'll put him in. But we've got Dazza and we've got Adam on as usual. We'll come to you first, Dazza, on this one. Obviously, I've seen you. I've seen. Oh, all right. Right, there we go. Right. Hopefully that's all working. But Adam, no, sorry, Dazza. I'll start with you. Yeah, as James said, the usual suspects. But Dazza, I'll start with you. Obviously, you're ecstatic after that win. I've seen what you said in the comments. In terms of the game overall, how did you rate our performance today?
Hello?
Hello. Yes. The first half, we were cack. I think the entire first half was crap anyway. Even a neutral would say that it was awful, the first half from both sides. It was just mostly both teams trying to deck each other. That's what it seemed to be. It was foul after foul after foul. By the way, Chris Kavanagh's an absolute tit. One of the worst referees. Why is it whenever he officiates a game, we do not get clean sheets? Because he gives decisions the other way, like a stupid, clueless tart. But on the performance, anyways, enough of me ranting about how crap that ref is. On the performance, second half, we were brilliant. Absolutely dominated the game. I thought Cavani, I thought was good. There was a point in the first half where I think Bruno put a ball into the box from quite far out, and neither Rashford or Cavani made a move for it, and I was not too chuffed by that. I'm thinking, whether you are on side or not, if you put a ball into the box, go for it. Don't just stand there like a bunch of doyles. Ridiculous. But second half we were much better and fully deserved to win. The goal that we conceded. The goal we conceded was stupid anyway.
Yeah.
Classic Lindelof and Maguire. Messing up. Well, Lindelof really, wasn't it? Oh dear. The goal that was chopped off, if you give that as a foul, then it must have been malicious and it must have been a yellow card. You either give a foul or you give a free kick and a yellow card. If McTominay doesn't even get booked, now he would have been sent off, by the way, had that happened. But if McTominay doesn't get a second yellow card for that, then it's not a foul. For me, if it's malicious, it's a foul and a yellow. How on earth they can say that it's not natural movement is a load of bollocks, to be honest. Because how else are you going to win? Are you going to run with your arms forward like a bloody zombie or something? What the hell? Of course, you're going to run with your arms going left, right, and centre. You're not going to have them. You're not going to have them by your sides, bloody squatting along, and you're not going to walking like a bloody penguin. You're not going to do that. It's ridiculous how they say it's not natural movement. What a load of balls that is. Because if that's not natural movement, what is? That's what I want to know. Because it is the most ridiculous decision you're going to see. And this is why VAR needs scrapping. Absolutely needs scrapping. Ollie was absolutely correct with what he said in the interview. We showed character.
Although I don't agree with him not giving you some food.
But I didn't hear what he said, never mind. But on the goal that was disallowed, he said, well, what are you meant to do? You have to move with your arms going left and right. He accidentally caught him. It's not malicious. If the referee thinks it's malicious, well, I don't bloody know. We might as well have just gone home and bloody gone to sleep, because the modern football is just getting absolutely ruined by VAR. Get VAR out, because it's a load of shite, literally. And which is
do you think
if you didn't watch the stream, I was absolutely bouncing with the decisions.
Yeah, Rich said that Daz looked pissed in the first half. But I was gonna say, Daz. I was gonna say, and I'll come on to you, Adam, as well. In terms of VAR, obviously, this is a little bit away from the game, but I think it's a relevant discussion. In terms of VAR, do you think it's the actual VAR that's the problem, or do you think it's the people actually using it?
People that are using it.
Well, it depends in different ways. The offside ones, and mostly the offside. It's the offside ones really that you look at the system, but most of the decisions, it's the referee on VAR that's the problem. You get loads of people blaming the system all the time. Now, the only thing I've criticised about the system is when it's the offside and onside crap, but apart from that, it's the referees. The referee makes a decision, and the amount of time, it's a stupid decision. So it's the referees really that, in my opinion, need sack. Well, I say they need sacking, but they need to actually know how to use the thing. Get some training off Jared Gillett, because he's used it in. He's used VAR in the Australian league, so he actually knows how to use the system. But they brought it in at the wrong time for me, and the referees don't have a clue what they're doing anyway, even on the pitch. So for me, it's the refs.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's always it. Dad's. I think, to be fair, I'm not sure if I like VAR, but at the same time, I do have a feeling it's, in some ways, we're blaming the wrong people. But obviously, Adam, you said we're blaming the wrong people. Obviously, you can explain why you think that, and also just in general as well, the same as us, Daz. What were your thoughts on the overall performance and where that leaves us in terms of top four as well?
Well, first half, not good. Second half, we were much better. How the hell that goal gets disallowed? Like, I've lost all my respect for Son. Listen, what the hell is McTominay supposed to do? Because the guy, all he had is his arm out. Son then just goes to the floor. And
exactly.
And I was so annoyed when he scored, because, I got what he scored. Son was one of the most respected players for me that played for a rival club. Now I don't like him because, if you didn't get what I was talking about, basically in his pre-match interview, Ollie said that if he fell down and he had if his son fell down and he had 10 of his mates helping him, he'd get no food. That's what he said.
I saw that.
Should we call Childline or not?
I'm sure he's alright.
Yeah, but, the most surprising thing was Fred scored. That was the most, Fred.
What do you think is the overall performance?
That's once every blue moon.
He was okay. But you know what I'm happy about? We won this game we were much the better team, and we didn't have to rely on Bruno Fernandes. Pogba played very well today. He started. He stepped
Didn't
up.
do that much
Cavani
anyway.
stepped up. Greenwood came on and got a goal and an assist. So yeah, it was a good game, and yeah, go cry, Mourinho.
Exactly, they tried everything today.
Mourinho, in his post-match interview, when asked because about the disallowed goal, he said, "Well, if you're going to talk about that, then Pogba should have got a red card."
Yeah, well, we knew that was coming. But listen, as I
what?
said, they tried everything. They tried everything today. Mourinho's boys tried everything. They tried everything.
Spurs fans messaging me saying, "Haha, you lost 6-1 before. Don't forget." And do you still? But is that the?
What the hell? Right.
I feel like this guy's a troll.
Yeah, probably. How do I don't even know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. That is definitely not. That's definitely not a real person. That's definitely not a real person. Oh, how did that even happen? How did that even happen? I'm sorry. That's just definitely not a real person. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, Son was the one who was trying to grab Scott. Also, if I'm De Gea, I'm probably going to pack my bags right now. Son, I'm sorry.
Sorry to interrupt you, Adam. I'm literally just going, what was that? I
don't know.
What just happened? What was
that guy? Look at this, just because he typed in the private chat, Bansky.
No, obviously, what it looked like, he got a video and he's basically just played the video, and it looks like there's some. It looks like he's got his webcam and he does. I've got no idea what happened there. But G, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Good to have you on.
Hi, G.
No,
it wasn't weak. I saw the thing.
But
Adam speaking. Sorry. Oh yeah, wrap up your point, Adam. Go on.
All right. So let's say it was Son who was trying to grab Scott and McTominay, and then McTominay, he just tries to do it, and Son just does a Jack Grealish and dives. But no one's going to talk about it because his name is not Bruno Fernandes.
Yes, it's a fair point, mate. It's a fair point. Listen, I know.
The Hayes should probably start packing his bags right now.
No. That's a bit too premature right now. I'll say obviously this in the game. I think that fundamentally we deserve to win the game. It's as simple as that, really. So Manchester United deserve to win the game. And I think what's funny is that people seem to forget the fact that Spurs were at home. Spurs are not actually really talking about the fact that I was tweeting some this. I was like, I'm surprised that there's not really any greater scrutiny on Jose Mourinho actually, being bantered by Slavia in the Europa League. I saw a stat where basically I think he's lost 28 or 8 games or whatever it is from winning positions. So that i.e. Spurs have been ahead, and then they basically lost the game from winning positions. And
Manchester United have picked up 28 points from losing positions.
So what does that say? Because Jose Mourinho was supposed to be the defensive manager, tactical manager, able to see out a game. And there should be question marks over Jose Mourinho, where if you can't now see out games, you've got to win games. And what exactly is Jose good for? Because he's not known for playing attractive, brilliant football. It's actually being pragmatic and being able to see out games.
Am I the only one who thinks after this loss, it doesn't sort of guarantee, but I feel like Harry Kane's going to have to leave Spurs now?
He can't leave Spurs because he's on contract to 2024.
Daniel Levy's probably going to ask for 500 Tesco stores for any chance.
Exactly.
Are there even 500 Tesco stores?
Your guess is as good as mine, mate, to be honest with you. I just run a Man United YouTube channel. I don't know.
Negotiating with Daniel Levy. Please, can we have a Harry Kane? Daniel Levy.
No, it's not. That's not going to happen. Yeah, Dazza, sorry, you were saying something? Was Dazza saying something? Was his mic?
I said that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not going to happen.
I was just saying that ain't going to happen. There's a fat chance of it happening.
But overall, sorry, just to wrap up. Well, go on,
No,
does it?
people call us, right? People call us Manchester United. What about Tottenham Hotspur today? They might as well just been Spurs, why not?
I mean, we had a similar incident.
Trying to deck each other today. It was not a particularly
We had
good
a similar. We actually had
game.
a similar incident in the first. If people remember in the first game when Martial got sent off, people seem to forget that Lamella is actually the one that punched Martial first.
Oh,
Martial reacted to it, so and that wasn't checked. I'm still surprised to this day why he got. They say he got he Martial punched him for retaliation, but what was he retaliating towards? Why didn't they give the card towards retaliating for? So at the end of the day, or anything, what goes around comes around. But fundamentally, when it comes to the actual game of football, in the second half, we showed the man. For anyone who's fan that keeps on saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not have a style of play, that second half is exactly the style of play that Manchester United want to play: quick, fast, touch and move, high press. Delivering balls in the box, and Cavani, Pogba, Greenwood, Bruno when he took to it a little bit were fantastic. And so this is one of the reasons why, and I'll let people speak in a second as to why you need to give Ollie time and you need to actually back this manager. Because if you actually bring in players that can play that type of football, you can't tell me that if Haaland and Sancho were in this team, if we got another centre back in the team, I'm not saying we would win the title, but I certainly think our season with those players.
I know this might be wishful thinking, but if we win our 2 games in hand, we'll be 8 points behind City with 6 games to go.
Oh, please,
don't start this now.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Don't make me believe again. I don't want to be disappointed.
We're going to win the title, but in terms of top 4, I think, honestly, second should not be guaranteed, but, being 7 points ahead of Leicester, I think top 4 is definitely guaranteed. If we bottle top 4, that would probably be one of the greatest.
No, there's no...
Okay, that was my wishful thinking, okay?
Yeah. No,
I respect your optimism. I respect your optimism, Alan. Trust me, keep that optimism. But I think, if City were to capitulate, obviously, listen.
Let's just not talk about it.
Okay, all right. Listen, I'll respect that. But just want to say, cheers, Connor, for joining. Appreciate it. From Yank Talking Smack, check that out. Also, make sure you check out Red Devil Studio as well. G channel's obviously on the stream right now. And also, Dazza, thanks for joining, Dazza. I know, obviously, you said you got a few technical issues, but cheers for joining as well. He says, Shaw continues to be solid and Bruno continues to be good, even when having an off game. I mean, this is the thing. This is why I say that when you play Pogba and Fernandes in the same team, you have that dynamic where if one of them has an off game, and to be fair, recently Bruno has had a few off games, the other one can pick up the slack, and Pogba did that today. He was world class in that second half. In fact, throughout the whole game, he was pretty good. But yeah, I think for me, that was one of the major pluses for this game was that Paul Pogba really showed up in a big game. He's done it before again, and he does it again. And he'll do it again because that's the sort of guy he is. But in terms of a man of the match, I want to ask you guys. I'll start with you, G. Who would you pick out of all those players today to be your man of the match?
Man of the match. That's a difficult one. Oh, it's a tough one between Pogba, Cavani. You could even make an argument potentially for Mason Greenwood. When I know he didn't play the full thing, so I'm not going to give it to him. But when he made that the impact on the right, I want to talk. The only reason why I'm not saying Greenwood's man of the match, but I would want to highlight Greenwood is that I think that what Greenwood this season compared to last season, yes, he's not scored as many goals, but his play and what he's done has clearly matured. You can clearly see. That's why sometimes stats can be deceiving, because I'm not going to say at the end of the season that Greenwood has had a terrible season. You're not going to say that, because he's clearly shown other attributes to his game that have actually helped the team. And certainly in terms of deputizing as a number 9, coming from the right, he's really matured in that respect. But for me, fundamentally, I think a man of match is probably going to go to Pogba, to be honest. It really is. I know he didn't score any of the goals, but he was probably the one player that I think that was probably the best in the first and second half. So even though we weren't great in the first half, I think that he consistently was the best player. Trying to own players, and yes, was playing on the left-hand side, but his creativity from coming on left, his hold-up play, obviously that pass, the first goal for Greenwood was just, it was such a good goal. I was so feeling that it was out, but he's right now, to be honest, and honest, Pogba's our best player. He is our best player, and and I know there are a lot of people that hate him. My fans are going away, but if we're sensible, we should be trying to find a way to get this guy a new contract.
Yeah.
It's clear that because everyone keeps on saying, "Oh, he wants to leave, doesn't like." Okay, he might want to leave, but he's certainly been professional about it. There are many players that want to leave.
Unlike his forgetting munching agent.
Yeah, I mean, Mina Raiola was. Yeah, I mean, you see what Mina Raiola is doing with Haaland. It's Mina Raiola. So, but the point is, like, the player himself. There are plenty of players that want to leave clubs that don't put in professional performances, and this isn't even a professional performance. We're talking good quality performance in terms of match-winning games. I don't know many players that want to leave clubs that actually do that on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Pogba's man of the match, and we need to get him a new contract ASAP.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I remember the other question you asked me about VAR.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
It's the people running it. That's the problem. It's not the actual VAR. I mean, sometimes the actual VAR could be bad, but most of the time it's the people running it. Man of the match. I want to go Greenwood, but I know he didn't play the full. I'm gonna go Pogba. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that shout. I definitely like the Pogba shout. I know a lot of people in the live chat
messaging me saying 6-1.
Well, I mean, listen, mate. If Spurs fans are messaging you 6-1, all I'm gonna say, they have no shame. They have absolutely no shame. After getting beat 3-1 in their own house, they're saying they're trying to talk to us about 6-1. Listen, that's what I'll say. They've got no shame. But listen,
good now. Why? Lingard leaves United and all of a sudden becomes good.
Connor says Greenwood was his man of the match. I mean, as G said, as obviously Adam mentioned, I think Greenwood's a decent shout. Coming on in the last 20 minutes and getting a goal and assist is ridiculous, really. So fair play to Greenwood, and also I think he made a bit of a statement to Southgate as well. Obviously, he didn't include him in the squad for the recent games. I think it's a big statement, and who knows if Greenwood's going to make it? But I want to say, Graham, it's great to have you. Great to see you back on the channel. Always good to have you, my friend. So hopefully you're doing well. In terms of the game you watched today, what was your thoughts on the overall performance? And as I asked these guys, who is your man of the match today?
Yo guys, what's up? It's been a while, and that was an amazing match. And I've really been out for a while, but it's really good to be back.
No worries, good to have you.
Good to see you. Yeah. So for the first, I just want to reply to the guy who said he's getting messages saying 6-1 from Tottenham fans. I've got one comeback for you. It's prophetic because they are chasing sixth and we are chasing first. So tell them that.
It's true. Okay. It's true. All facts. All facts.
All facts. Okay. So getting to the match, we did start slowly, and even Maguire touched on it that we have to get better coming back from Europe games. We start the games like really slowly, so yeah, we have to work on that. But the second half was something I've never seen. It was like crazy. It was like so fast, and the way Pogba played, it was crazy. And he has to be my man of the match for sure. Because he was, if we get this Pogba consistently, this kind of Pogba that we saw today, I think it's like, unfortunately we won't get it, but I wish we did. But yeah, and let's see what happens in the summer if we get to keep him or how the situation goes with him. But yeah, he was definitely my man of the match today, and the whole team, even Cavani played well. We made a lot of chances for him, and we saw, like, usually we don't create much chances for our strikers, but having Pogba in that frontal role and Bruno too gave a lot of creativity, and that showed in Cavani's striker.
Be honest, when the first goal was disallowed, what was all your reactions? You all probably felt like throwing a chair at the TV. I did too, don't worry.
I'll let you answer that, Graham, first. I'll let you go first. On that one.
That was part of my French, but that was bullshit. VAR has to go. VAR has to go for sure. It's like totally screwing up the game. I don't know if you watch Craig on his channel on the Liverpool. He has that Mundo photo. Yeah. You saw that even he gave an unbiased review of that. So it was.
Yeah, when even a Liverpool fan is saying it's a foul, you know it's a foul.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, this is. I was gonna ask you actually about that that incident, because obviously it did change for me. It changed the way we approached that second half. Do you think if we didn't have that goal chalked out in the second half, do you think we would have played as well? Do you think that the motivation that gave us to be more aggressive and maybe just kind of win the game despite the decision, do you think that actually kind of fired up our players and motivated us?
Yes and no, because we've been really good away also. You can't deny that fact. We picked up 28 points from losing positions, so you can't say that we wouldn't be able to do it without that VAR decision. But definitely it did get them all fired up, and yeah, it was a really amazing second half performance. I've not seen that a lot from United. So, yep. That's my thoughts on that.
For me, I feel like even if that thing didn't happen, we still should have played the way we did in the second half. And I think it definitely was a reason.
There was a momentum shift at the end of the first half. You could see that. You could see us playing faster, and you could see Tottenham going back into their Mourinho style, save the one goal and play off that.
Whenever United play a team, should we let them have a 1-goal advantage just so we know United will come back? Because that's the only way we seem to.
I know it's ridiculous. I mean, this is the thing for me. I think. I mean, I'd obviously rather us kind of dominate every match and win. That's the dream. But in the end of the day, the fact I know some people say that it's not necessarily a strength to kind of always go behind and come back, but I actually think it is a little bit of a strength, because I mean, if you look at Man City, even though they are top of the league, probably going to win the league, deservedly so, statistically they struggle a lot coming back from behind. I think when they've been losing at half time, I think in the last 8 games they've been losing at half time, they've not won. So the fact is that it's an underrated skill to be able to have that mentality to come back from behind, and this season we've had that in bucket loads. I'm going to read a few comments here, and then I'm going to ask you guys all one final question. It's an important question. Box says here's 11. Is that I'm not sure if that's his 11 for the Granada game. He's saying that rest a lot of players. So he's putting Williams in there, Tuanzebe, Bai coming back in, Matic, Fred Van der Beek, James Matten, and Cavani versus Granada, resting all the players. I mean, I can see what you mean. I mean, the tie's not 100% done. It's mostly done, but I think...
Let's be honest, though. I know we say don't underestimate any team, but Granada... They can't
don't say Adam. I don't want to get this clicked. Don't jinx it, Adam.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Go on. Sorry, I'm joking.
Let's be real. Granada, they had so many chances, especially because it was 1-0 in United. We weren't creating much. Granada could have easily. They had loads of chances to just put the ball in the back of the net, and they were all sort of easy saves for Henderson. Now, who knows? Maybe they get some juju from somewhere and come back in the second leg. Oh, for God's sake, this.
I think the perfect formation that we. I don't know if you guys noticed today. It was pretty much it used to drop to a 4-5-1, and with Cavani on the top, or it used to be Rashford and Cavani on top. But it used to never be a 3. Which we see when we play James and Greenwood or Rashford up top.
So, Kieran, I just have a question. And
go on, Adam, mate.
From the Granada lineup, you could say we play our strongest lineup for the Europa League, and if you think top 4 secured, play the extras for like the rest of the Prem games. Obviously not for like Liverpool and Leicester, those types of games. But you know, because realistically, do you think we're the favourites to win the Europa League?
I think we've got to be, mate. I mean, I think looking at what we've got left, Arsenal are in there, Villarreal, yeah. But realistically, I think with the squad we've got, we should be the favourites in my view.
Fraser Blair, you're 10 days
For
late.
sure.
Hey Fraser, how you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good, mate. Thanks for joining. Yeah, listen, Mourinho tried everything. His boys tried everything today. They tried every tactic in the book, but they got beat by a PE teacher, mate. And that's how it is.
Under pressure, you think?
He's got to be, mate. He's got to be under pressure. He's
Daniel
definitely.
Levy is not going to sack him. Let's be
And
real.
by the way as well, Daniel, thanks for joining. Daniel Luciano cheers, and he says, if we play this way, we do in the second half, when we were behind, we'd be a few points behind C, and we did that on the last 3 days rest. I mean, if we played like that for 90 minutes, trust me, we'd be up there with C, but we never do.
Imagine if Bruno was also on form.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I want to ask everyone a final question, and you guys can answer it in the live chat as well, and the comment section down below if you're watching as a video. If you've got this far, thank you very much. That's a miracle. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But I'll start with you, G, if you are still there, of course. Is top 4 now done? Is top 4 completely done, in your opinion?
Top four's done. There's no doubt. I even said top 4 was done last game when we beat was it West Ham or something like that. So yes, I think we're 9 points from Chelsea that are in fifth. So there's 7 games of season left to go. The chances of those 7 games, chances of Manchester losing, we need to lose at least 3 of them. And on top of that, our goal difference actually, I think, one of the best in the. I'll have a quick look at the table, but yeah, I think our goal difference is 27. So we actually have the second best goal difference in the league compared to everyone else. So essentially, we have to lose 4 games, because even if we lose 3 games, our goal difference is still so good that even if people 11 points. So what are the chances of Manchester United losing 4 out of their last 7?
Well, with this team, you never know.
No. Even with this team, when you look at the fixtures that we have, like against, I think we play Fulham, we've got Leicester, we've got Liverpool at home, we've got Wolves, and we've got a few other teams. Oh, we've got Leeds and then Aston Villa as well, and Burnley. So I know we're going to probably beat. Sorry. Oh, Pedro Neto. But yeah, it's on the conclusion, because I want to obviously go on to want to wrap things up. I think top 4 is secure, and I actually think that if I was Ollie, I would certainly prioritize the Europa League. If we can, Granado need to score 3 goals to get through. But I think the Europa League and the trophy takes priority necessarily over the league. I know people. The second, but it's. You also got to remember, something that like there are also other teams. So unlike last season, where when it was this stage of the season, it was only really Chelsea, Leicester, and United vying for two places. Right now,
West Ham, Leicester, Chelsea. Yeah,
exactly. Liverpool even in mix. You've got 4 or 5 teams vying for potentially 2 places now. Leicester have kind of been drawn back into it. So it's not just a question of if United lose games. Also, what about all those teams, and they have got to win, and they've got to play other teams against themselves. Like West Ham, for example, have to play Chelsea still. So there's too many factors for other teams that would imply that we will lose. So long-winded way, but top 4 secure.
I think you have to agree with a lot of you said there. To be fair, I think I'll give my view last. Actually, I'll go to Graham next, and then Adam, you can finish us off. But yeah, Graham, same for you. Do you reckon top 4's done?
Yeah, I think top 4 is done, because I think there's about 8 points between 2nd and 4th. So I think it's done, and I think also Ole needs to go for the Europa. If he wins the Europa, it's done. I mean, we anyway qualify for Champions League. And it's not like we're going to totally collapse. So he needs to rest the squad for the Europa League and play the strongest squad there. Start prioritizing that over the league, because he can play the odd guy out, rest Bruno, put Van de Beek in and play Matic instead of Fred or McTominay. Give them a rest. Put Pogba out. Like shuffle the pack around and still get a grind out a result. So we don't need to see fantastic football in the league right now. We need it in the Europa League. So yeah, today was the last day we needed to get over, and I think we're done for top 4.
I hope so, mate. 100% hope so. And it looks likely. And yeah, a trophy's massive, especially for Ollie as well. But Adam, finally, before I read out all the comments and then we wrap up, is for you. This is the big. If you say it is, then it's done. You've got the starting vote. Is top 4 secured?
I think so. I mean, it would be kind of hard to mess up, but yeah, I agree. I think we should rest our players for Europa League. The only game I don't want us to rest the players is for Liverpool. That's the only game I do not want to rest our players. I don't care. I don't care if we have a semi-final versus whoever. It's bloody Liverpool. If they win, they will absolutely banter us on social media. And I cannot take that. So, yeah, but I think top 4 secured. Like G said, there's going to be other teams,
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I hope so. I have to agree with you. It's a bit of a full house, to be fair. I have to agree.
Okay,
if we
Adam,
bottle it from here.
Yeah, one more thing. Okay, Adam, we have
go on,
just hypothetically saying we have Arsenal in the finals, and you have to play Liverpool the next week. Are you resting players?
It's Arsenal, so yeah.
So you're
Oh,
resting.
No, I mean, no. You know what? To be fair, record against Arsenal is shocking. We can't seem to beat them.
that is true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Please, Flavio, can't beat them.
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens in that.
No, I don't want to be called a racist. Yeah, so I think top 4 is secured. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I think. We won against Mourinho. Go cry, Mourinho. And Son, I hope you break your leg. I'm joking.
Listen. I'm going to read the last few comments. Fraser saying, this man is the greatest ball player Common Crusaders have ever seen. I tell you what, if you've seen Fraser Blair in his day, you would know that's not true. If you've seen Fraser Blair in his day, he's a quality ball operator. He also says top 4 is secured, no drama, and that is the prevailing theme, I would say, throughout the whole comments. Tenzin also says top 2 is secured, so he would go even further and say top 2 is secured. And to be fair, the way Leicester played today, you could definitely be right. Miregua, thanks. Oh, you already joined, sorry. He says top so much secured. Yeah, obviously everyone's very confident after the win. A massive victory today. As Graham said, I think something which, something which Graham said, which was that, it's probably the last hurdle we had to get over. I think this was a big hurdle, and it's good as well that we put Jose Mourinho in it as well. And we warned Spurs fans. We warned them, but they didn't listen. Thanks for joining, Ashley, by the way.
One of my friends put Fred in his FPL team, and I laughed at him.
Hey, well, fair play. Hey, listen, Fred.
At least I captain Lingard.
Fair play. Oh, that is a great move, to be fair. He's on fire at the moment. Hey, I'll tell you what, West Ham, talk about, what Jesse Lingard's price is. I'll tell you what, I reckon we could get rid of him for at least 40 million. You know what, if he plays like that every week, I reckon we could slap 100 million on it.
Could we do a Lingard for Rice deal, possibly?
Who knows, mate? That's for another stream, mate. That we could get into that all night long. But I mean, I would love to do that sort of thing. But I just want to say, Ashley, thanks for joining. As I always say on Red Dead Weekly, you can never be late, so don't worry. He says, comeback kings away from home. But can we all just take a minute to applaud Cavani's movement today to score that header and kept going till the final whistle? We are nothing without him / Bruno. He was brilliant today. He was brilliant.
You know what?
Cavani got on the end. He should have had 2 goals. He should have had 2 goals today.
You know this, Kieran. You remember when I was ranting about Cavani saying, I don't want him at the club because I feel like his head's not here. He just came here for a paycheck.
Yeah.
He proved me wrong today because, he ultimately did win us the game. So, yeah. Top honest kid.
Yeah,
Okay, I wouldn't
listen,
go that
not, maybe not for us, maybe not
Could we
for
do
us, but listen.
2012 though?
Yeah, well, I know. See, no, we did bottle an 8-point lead with 6 games to go in 2012. That was probably one of the worst days of my life. On that note, Fraser said, he said, probably the most secure United have ever been in anything, Graham. And he also says, when's the next stream? The next stream will be for the preview for the Granada game, so it'll probably be, Wednesday night, somewhere around then. So yeah, get involved. That'll be good. But yeah, cheers for joining. Always good to see you, mate. Always good to see you. Tenzin said, if West Ham want 100 million for Rice, we should ask for 60 million for Lingard. Exactly. We should rip them off. We should absolutely rip them off. Pull their trousers down. Maybe not do that, but rip them off. Because we've been ripped off so many times. So many times by these clubs, man. So many times, so we need to give it back to them. We need to rip them off. Graham says, Fraser, bro, we won tonight. I think all of us have lost our heads a little bit. But anyway, cheers for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Lovely stuff. Lovely jubbly. But cheers to everyone who's on the call as well. Dazza, who left a bit earlier. But cheers for coming on, Dazza. Check out Dazza's football stand. G from Red Devil Studio, good to have him on as well. We had Graham on. We had Adam on as well. And just everyone who's joined the chat. With Rich as well, Rich Sports. Thanks everyone for joining. Really do appreciate it. Thanks everyone for the chat for joining. We'll just forget about what I said there. We'll just forget about it. But anyway, on that note, what a win, what a performance. Top 4 pretty much done. And until the next time, thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend, however long there is left. And I'll see you guys in a